Here are some common first impressions based on your zodiac sign. Number 12. Aries, March 21st to April 19th. Just like the ram your sign represents, Aries are hard-headed go-getters. Although you might scare some people away with your strong personality, you leave a remarkable first impression on others. You're not afraid to be your most authentic self, and that shines through when meeting new people. Some might find you too firm and direct, but most people will think your straightforward personality is alluring and the first impression will stick with them. But whether or not they like you, they'll know that your vibes are genuine and you're far from a phony. However, as an Aries, you might want to find some restraint concerning certain first impressions. Your personality is A+ for job interviews, but when it comes to meeting your girlfriend's grandma for the first time, you should probably keep the stern handshakes to a minimum. Number 11. Taurus, April 20th to May 20th. Taurus, the bull, is another sign with a unique personality. When people meet you, they find you cool and collected. You appear to be in control at all times, even when you're under stress. Your inner turmoil doesn't show on the outside, so even when you feel on the verge of a breakdown, people still think you have it together. There are times when this trait could make you seem cold or distant when you're really just focusing your attention inward. Others might even assume you're conceited and aren't interested in associating with them. The truth is that you enjoy being around people, but don't have much of an outgoing personality. You're smart, thoughtful, and independent. Number 10. Gemini, May 21st to June 20th. Even people who don't study the zodiac probably know a few Geminis. Geminis are outgoing and boisterous folks who can't seem to quiet down and are almost always at the center of attention. If you're a Gemini, then you're a social butterfly. You enjoy meeting new people and expanding your social circle, and because of this, you usually make a good and long-lasting first impression. You aren't afraid of being open and expressing your authentic self. You love making people laugh and ensuring others are having a good time. You're often known as the life of the party, and you definitely have a wild side. Some people think that your extroverted personality is a bit too much to handle, but those who get to know you better quickly realize that you have a quieter side too. You enjoy the spotlight, but there are times when you need alone time or the company of only your closest friends. Number 9. Cancer, June 21st to July 22nd. Although the crab represented by Cancer has a hard outer shell, your personality is quite the opposite. When people meet you, they can immediately tell that you are a caring, intuitive soul. You put others' feelings before your own and take the time to truly listen to what they have to say. People often want to be your friend after your first meeting. They can sense that you're empathetic and they feel a real connection with you. You often throw yourself into relationships head first. You aren't afraid to invest everything you have into someone, and people pick up on that quickly. However, being concerned with the emotions of others can be draining for you. So it's important that you find other people you can share your feelings with. This is one of the reasons that Cancers are a wonderful match for each other. It can be exhausting to share your friends' feelings and help them through rough times, and you need the same support. Number 8. Leo, July 23rd to August 22nd. Like Geminis, Leos are also the centers of attention during social gatherings. Your naturally charming personality leaves a wonderful first impression. Even after you leave the room, people continue talking about you and admiring how outgoing you are. Your love life reputation precedes you, and it makes people even more excited to get to know you. After they do meet you, people want to be your friend. They feed off your lively energy and captivating personality. You aren't as loud as a Gemini, but you're just as unforgettable. You're funny, witty, and lovable, and there isn't much your first impression leaves to the imagination. You don't feel the need to hide anything about yourself and are as genuine as you can be, even around people you don't know. The only downfall of Leo is that your high self-esteem can get in the way of long-term relationships. Just like the lions they represent, Leos are prideful. You aren't quick to admit wrongdoings, and swallowing your pride proves very difficult. Number 7. Virgo, August 23rd to September 22nd. Virgo, shy, reserved, unsure, and humble like the virgin maiden the sign represents. Virgos aren't the type to leave bold first impressions. Some people may not notice your presence, but that's because you don't really want them to. At least, not all of the time. You enjoy your small group of friends, and large social gatherings make you feel a bit uncomfortable. Although you seem shy upon first impression, your wittiness, skillfulness, and clever personality promptly find a way to the surface. You have many characteristics you could brag about, but you don't like much attention and certainly don't enjoy excess praise. So, you often downplay your abilities when you meet new people. You generally don't take credit for the things you should and frequently go unnoticed because of that. But others' opinions of you aren't very important. Nevertheless, you maintain a well-groomed appearance and love staying organized. Number 6. Libra, September 23rd to October 22nd. Considering that you represent the scales of balance, it's no surprise that Libra gives off calm, collected, happy vibes. When you enter a room, things become easy and laid back. Just like the scales, you're great at balancing things. You tame tense situations, spruce up boring parties, and make sure things are all around positive. Because of this, you make long-lasting, amazing first impressions. Wherever you go, people take an immediate liking to you. You aren't overly outspoken, but you're easy to talk to. Libra is great at holding conversations, keeping things interesting, and finding a happy medium between listening and talking. You aren't quick to judge or jump to conclusions about people, so others often want to be your friend. This is great for you because you want people to like you back. It's important for Libra to maintain friendships and relationships because doing so keeps your life stable. Number 5. Scorpio, October 23rd to November 21st. Just like the scorpion Scorpio represents, you're reserved and intimidating. You don't often leave good first impressions, but that doesn't mean people don't want to get to know you. You have an air of mystery about you that others can't seem to shake. Although you're not the friendliest person to be around, you still manage to draw people in. Scorpio can seem distant and cold. You aren't interested in growing your circle of friends, so leaving a good impression isn't important to you. You generally mind your own business, aren't one for drama, and you don't need people to like you. If they do, great, but if they don't, it's no skin off your back. Of course, that doesn't mean you don't care about anyone's opinion of you. The people that get to know you on a deeper level realize that you don't intentionally give others the cold shoulder. Your friends and romantic partners are important to you, and you do your best to maintain good relationships with those closest to you. Number 4. Sagittarius, November 22nd to December 21st. The mythical centaur truly suits Sagittarius because you think of your life as a fairy tale. You're optimistic and always ready to take on the world. When people meet you for the first time, they immediately notice your positive energy. Once you enter a room, your warm, welcoming vibes draw people to you. Because of this, you always make a good first impression. You aren't desperate to make new friends, but doing so is inevitable because of your inviting energy. Sagittarius are also dreamers. Like a Disney movie, your imagination is full of whimsy, delight, and happy endings, and people perceive that when they meet you. You might come across as naive sometimes, but you don't let that change the goals you set for yourself. You truly believe the world is your oyster and won't let anything stand in your way. Number 3. Capricorn, December 22nd to January 20th. Capricorn makes a strong first impression. You definitely have an ego, but it's well-earned. You often come off as stern, straightforward, and confident. You're used to working hard for what you have and aren't afraid to show off your skills and knowledge. You're well-read and successful at nearly everything you try. Just like the goat represents, you are sure-footed and prepared for a challenge, so not much gets in your way of accomplishing your goals. Although you might come off as arrogant in some situations, most people find you interesting and want to get to know you. Since you're intelligent and informed, talking to you never gets boring. You love in-depth conversations and debates, and you enjoy sharing your work and wisdom with others. You aren't necessarily bragging. You're proud of the things you've achieved and like to discuss them. Number 2. Aquarius, January 20th to February 18th. As Ganymede served as water bearer for the gods, Aquarius, who represents him, serves their selected causes. When Aquarius enters the room, people become captivated. You are very passionate about various things, and others quickly find out what those things are. This leaves a lasting impression, although it isn't always good. Your strong beliefs can make you seem contradictory or pushy, but those who get to know you on a deeper level find out that you're simply enthusiastic about certain things and want to share your feelings with other people. Aquarius is also independent. Although you enjoy meeting new people, you don't need friends to be happy. Since you're comfortable with yourself and grounded in your beliefs, you don't seek affirmation from others. Despite your strong opinion, you like hearing people out and holding conversations. You enjoy sharing your knowledge and learning new things from other people. You're witty, sharp, and enjoy a sarcastic sense of humor. So you're always willing to make friends with people who can keep up. Number 1. Pisces, February 19th to March 20th. Driven and creative, Pisces is drawn to the arts. Your uniqueness leaves a lasting first impression, and people are often intrigued by you. Your imagination gets you noticed, and it's easy for you to talk about the things you love. You also like hearing about the things others enjoy, so expanding your social circle is easy. But sometimes you get caught up in your creativity, which doesn't leave time for much else. This can sometimes project laziness or procrastination around people you aren't compatible with. However, if you're grouped with others who seek artistic nourishment, then your eccentricity won't be misunderstood. You may not spend as much time on the things others find important, but that doesn't bother you, and you aren't interested in pleasing everyone. Today's featured comment comes from Ivana. Thanks for your comment, Ivana. Don't forget to leave your thoughts below, and we could feature you on an upcoming video.
Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.